Alright, so today, if you have a yoga strap and blocks, that would be great. If you don't have them, you can work around it. So we're just going to start rooting down through our sitting bones and then lifting and rebounding tall through your spine. And we're going to start with shoulder circles, up to the ears, back and around. Inhale, up and back. Exhale as you bring them around. And now one at a time. And we're going to add a full arm circle to the shoulder circle. And one more. All right, and let's do forward shoulder circles. And forward arm circles. And reach around, and we're going to lace the fingers together with the right thumb over the left thumb and roll the shoulders back and lift the sternum up. And then release the hands, lace them in front of you, round the back, pull the belly in, or a little mini cat stretch in the spine. So cat, lift tall, reach around, cow, a little mini cow stretch to the spine. And one more. Round, pull the belly in, and lift tall, reach back, lace the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Good. And then grab your strap, and what you're going to do is you just need some amount of strap, and you're going to bring it over your left shoulder. You're going to take your right arm up, and just bring the right hand down behind you, and lift it up again. And bring it down and lift it up. Two more. We're just kind of warming the tricep, getting a little warmth as we lengthen the tricep muscle. And this time bring it down. You're going to reach back with your right hand and just grab onto the strap wherever you can grab on, and slowly walk up just a little bit, not too much, because our shoulders are still not completely warmed up, but we're just going to hold it here, lifting tall through the spine. And now gently, as you lift your right elbow higher, you're going to pull down with your left hand. So lift and lengthen the right elbow, pull down with the left hand. A couple breaths here. And let's release it. All right, switch your legs. So whatever leg was crossed in front, you're going to just switch. And this time we're going to reach behind us and take the left thumb over the right thumb with a C clasp with our hands. But we'll reach back, left thumb over the right, roll the shoulders back, lift the spine, and let's come to hands and knees. Round the spine, going into cat stretch, and reverse it to a cow. Cat, cow. One more time, cat. And cow. Flatten out the back, pull the belly up, and take the hands wide, and let's just start trying to warm up a little bit more the shoulders with a little bit of body weight attached to it. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands forward, rock your knees back a little bit, turn the upper arm bones in, and we're going to lower and lift, warming up the triceps, the back of the upper arms. For 3, 2, 1. Spread the fingers wide, ground down, curl the toes, push back to downward facing dog, pedal your heels. Bend the knees, look forward between the hands, step, walk, feet between the hands. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, forward fold, soften the knees. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine, pull the belly and the ribs in. And exhale, soften the knees, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. And right now, if you have blocks, this could be a good time that you use your blocks. Half forward fold, and last time. Half forward fold, forward fold. Knees are bent. Hands on the thighs. Round your spine. Cap the spine. Pull the belly in. Press the feet down as you come all the way up to standing. Rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, lift and look up. And then exhale, bring hands to heart. Inhale, lift and look. Soften the knees, pull the belly and ribs in as you swan dive all the way forward. You can go hands to the ground or hands to the blocks. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees. Inhale, ground down, and exhale, swan dive all the way up. And hands to heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift and look. Soften your knees. Swan dive, tummy and ribs in. That's going to protect your low back by softening the knees. Come halfway up. Forward fold. Step back with the right foot. Drop the right knee, flatten the top of the foot, reach out to come up for a low lunge. Lace the fingers. Lengthen the tailbone down, lift the sternum up. Lean to your left. And come back to center. And inhale, lean. And exhale, center. And one more time. Inhale, lean. Exhale, center. Hands go down. Step the back foot in. Left foot goes back. Drop the knee, top of the foot down. Reach out to come up for your low lunge. Lengthen the tailbone down, or think about lifting the pubic bone up. Lace the thumbs. Inhale, lift tall through the sides of your waistline to lean. And exhale, come back up. Lift to lean. And return. Last time, lift to lean. And come back up. Hands go down, step the back foot in. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, swan dive all the way up. And hands to heart. Inhale, lift. Swan dive, soften the knees, pull the belly in. Come halfway up. Plant the hands, step back with the right foot. Then with the left foot into plank. Drop to your knees. Turn your upper arm bones in and chaturanga down to your belly. All right, pull the belly up away from the mat. So suck your abdominals up. Roll the shoulders back. Move forward to lift chest off the ground. Roll the shoulders back, elbows in for cobra, and lower it down. Inhale, lengthen to lift. Exhale, lengthen to lower. Lengthen forward to lift. Lengthen forward to lower. Bring the forearms down. Press into your elbows to push yourself back to knees. From knees, come to hands and knees. Push back, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg. Step it through. Reach out to come up to crescent. Lift tall through the legs and lower. Pull the belly in. Lift and do a mini twist to your right. And lift and lower. Lift, belly pulls in. Twist to the right. Center. Down this time. Lift, pull the belly in. Twist. Untwist. Come down. Hands go down. Step the back foot in to meet the front foot. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are a little bit soft. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, swan dive all the way up. And bring hands to heart. Again, inhale, lift. Soften the knees. Pull the belly in. Swan dive forward. Come halfway up. Plant the hands. Step back. Left, right. Drop to your knees. Turn your upper arm bones in. Chaturanga down to belly. Pull the belly up. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Press the tops of the feet down. Move forward to come up to cobra. And exhale, push back to hands and knees. Then to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Step it through. Reach out to come up to crescent. Lift tall, pull the belly in, and lean. Twist. Come back to center. Lower down. Lift. Little twist to your left. Return and lower. Lift tall. Twist tall. Lift. Lower. One more. Lift. Twist. Untwist. Lower. Hands go down. Step the back foot in to meet the front foot. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. So you can soften the knees if you're tight in your hamstrings, glutes, and low back. Soften your knees to swan dive forward. That's going to be more protective for your low back. Or if you're comfortable going from straight legs, you could do that. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, swan dive all the way up. And hands to heart. Let's step back with the left foot. And now you're going to turn to your left. All right. Now I'm facing you, but you should be along the length of your mat. You're going to take your right foot and turn the toes out to the front of your mat. And take your left heel and turn your left heel towards the back of your mat. Take the arms up. From here we are going to lunge forward and unlunge. And lunge forward and unlunge. And one more time, lunge forward, unlunge. This time we're going to lunge forward. We're going to take our torso, spin it towards our back foot, arms up, look over the right hand for warrior two. Scissor your feet, look towards each other. So scissor the legs in, scissors the feet in. It's an energetic pulling the legs in towards each other. Take your right palm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior two. And exhale, return. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, return. And one more time, inhale, reverse. And exhale, return. Hold it. Straighten the front leg. From your rib cage, reach forward, 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 out over that front foot. Bottom hand goes down, maybe to the shin. If you have your block, which we should have had that ready, you can put your block right there. Reach down to your block, top arm goes up. We look up towards the top hand. For Trikonasana. Take your bottom sitting bone and reach it towards your back heel. Lunge forward into the front leg, bring your elbow to your knee. Take your left arm and reach it up and over the head, stretching those fingers as far away from your back foot as they can go, but relaxing this top shoulder away from the ear. Your bottom arm comes down, push your arm into your leg to help spin your ribs open to the sky. Extended side angle pose. Bring the hand up, bottom hand on the thigh. Bring yourself back up to warrior two. From warrior two, we are going to reach down, grab onto your block. From here, we're going into Ardha Chandrasana. So we're going to place the block maybe about 6 or 7 inches, maybe anywhere from 6 to 12 inches in front of the foot. We're going to be coming up to balancing like this. So just try and figure out where is it going to be helpful to have the block. All right, from our warrior two, step the back foot in. Look forward at your block, pick up the back foot, land on the block, lift the back leg. Focusing on one spot on the ground will help with balance. And soften the front knee, step back into your warrior two, straighten the front leg, toes come forward. Grab your block and we'll set up for the other side. So the block is ready. Take your left toes towards the back of your mat, right heel towards the front of your mat. From here, lunge forward and bring it out. Arms come up, forward, and out. One more time, forward, out. This time, lunge forward into warrior two. Turn your belly button to the front of your mat, firm up the arms, and look over your left hand. goes up. Inhale, reverse warrior two. And exhale, bring it up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring it up. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, lunge a little further. Bringing the arms up. Straighten the front leg. Maybe keep that front knee a little soft. Pressing into the heel. Reach out with that left rib cage. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Bottom hand comes down to your block, to your leg, to your mat, whatever works. Top hand up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Connecting to your Ujjayi breath. Lunge into the front leg, bring the elbow to that front leg. Reach the top arm up and over. Stretching those fingers as far away from the outer edge of the back foot, dropping the bottom arm down in front of the leg. Push the leg back, spin the ribs open for extended side angle. Hand comes down. Use the hand on your leg to return to warrior two. From warrior two, reach down, grab your block, and we're going to set it up, getting prepared for Ardha Chandrasana, afternoon pose. Bring the block out in front. Think about where you might want to land, and we step back into our warrior two. From here, step the back foot in, look to your block, come down to your balancing, half moon. Soften the front knee, step back into your warrior two, straighten the legs, toes come forward. All right, let's step the feet together and turn back towards the front of the mat. Standing at the front of your mat, feet shoulder distance apart, sit down into chair, forward fold, come halfway up, plant the hands, step back right, left, drop to your knees, turn the upper arm bones in, chaturanga halfway down, move forward and up into upward facing dog. So just the tops of the feet and the palms of your hands are on the mat. Push back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Step it through. Spin your back heel down, reach out and come up. Warrior one. Take an inhale. Exhale, step back, plank. Drop to your knees. Chaturanga to belly, set up the low back. Inhale into your back bend, whether it's a cobra or an up dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg. Step it through between the hands, spin the back heel down, reach out to come up, warrior one. Step back, plank. Inhale to prepare. You have the choice to drop to your knees. Chaturanga, set up your low back, move into your back bend. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step, walk, or jump. Feet between the hands, inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Sit into chair, hands to heart. Again, this time a little faster. Inhale, sit. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, left, right, or jump back. Chaturanga, set up the low back into your back bend. Downward facing dog. Lift the left leg. Step it through between the hands. Spin the back heel down, reach out to come up, warrior one. Take an inhale. Exhale, step back, plank. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Step it through, spin the back heel down, reach out to come up. Warrior one. Step back, plank. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Set up the low back. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees, look forward. Step, walk, or jump. Feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Sit down into chair, hands to heart, come to standing. Take your feet hip bone distances apart, spread your toes wide, Ground down through the mound of the big toe, mound of the pinky toe, inner heel, outer heel. Pull the kneecaps up. Firming up the legs. Find balance on your right leg and start to take weight off your left. Turn your left palm out, bend that right knee and grab onto the inside of the left foot. Extend the right arm. All right, spread your left toes, push your foot into your hand, soften the right knee, and we're coming forward into dancer. Pushing the foot into the hand. Keep pushing, lifting that knee up. And slowly return and release. Other side, recreate your Tadasana. Wide toes, wide base of support. Firm up the legs, transfer weight into your left leg. Right palm, thumb is out, reach back, grab on the inside of the foot. Find your balance, focus on a drishti, a focal point. Spread your right toes, push your foot into the hand, soften this left knee just a little bit as you come forward. Pushing the foot into the hand, lifting the knee. Softening the knee and slowly returning and releasing. Let's come down to kneeling. Tops of the feet down. And I'm going to grab a block and I'm going to put it behind my right, at the side of my right foot. And taking my hands, I'm going to lengthen my tailbone down by placing my fingers facing down and lengthening the tailbone down. Pushing the hips forward, rolling the shoulders back, and leaning back, reaching back to the block on the left, taking the right arm forward, and leaning back. And slowly bring it right back up. All right, this time, same thing. The block's gonna stay right where it is. Lengthen the tailbone down, or pubic bone lifts, hips push forward, and now you're gonna reach back with the right arm, reach to the block, left arm goes straight up. Keep pushing your hips forward, and we reach up and back. And straighten it up, all the way up. Switch the block over to the other side. Now, if you don't have a block, what you can do is keep your toes down and your heel lifted, and just reach onto your heel. So I'm gonna show you that version as well, without the block. So toes are lifted, a little bit more challenging because the block is higher than my heel. So the block makes this a little bit more accessible. But if you don't have a block, here we go. Lengthen the tailbone down, push the hips forward. Reach back with the right hand towards the heel. Grab on if you can, the left arm goes up. Push the hips forward, lift your sternum up, 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 up as we lift up to look back. And stretch up to come right back up. Same thing, lengthen the tailbone, hips forward. Take your left hand, reach back towards that right heel. Reach up, push the hips forward. And up to return. Let's take it down to belly, all the way down. Extend the right arm, extend both arms, and we're gonna set up the low back. We're gonna pull the belly button up, just sucking the abdominal muscles up and lifting the pubic bone up towards the sternum, or maybe lifting your hip points up towards the low ribs. And let's bend the left leg, reach back and grab onto the inside of the foot. Flex those left toes, push the foot into the hand, lift your knee, lift this right arm, where this is half bow. Keeping that knee pulling in towards midline. Don't let the left knee splay out to the side. And we release. We'll switch sides. Left arm. Again, reset the low back. We want to get length through the low back. Belly is up. Reach back. Grab on the inside of the right foot. Spread the toes wide. Push the foot into the hand. Lift the knee. And the left arm floats. And release. Push back into child's pose. All right, from child's pose, we're gonna come into dolphin. Bring the elbows down, curl the toes, push back, long legs. And we're slowly going to move ourselves forward. So the head's gonna move forward and put a little bit more work into the shoulders. Breathing, nice, big, deep, long breaths, 5 full yogic breaths. And come to hands and knees. Return to belly. All right, Chandrasana, whole bull pose. So again, let's set up the low back by pulling the belly button up, lengthening the tailbone, reach back, grab onto your right foot. And if you cannot grab onto both feet, this is fine. You stay with one. I'll tell you when to switch. You can grab on the inside or the outside, whatever feels best for your shoulders. And we're going to switch sides, grabbing onto the left side, pushing your feet into your hands, pulling the knees in towards midline, and breathing. Keep your toes spread, keep your feet pushing into the hands, knees lifting. Switch to the other leg if you're on one side. And we release. Push back to hands and knees. From hands and knees, return to dolphin. Walk yourself forward, 5 breaths into dolphin. Lower to knees. Come to kneeling, and it might feel comfortable to sit on a block right here. All right, let's bring our hands to prayer above the head, and then bring those prayer hands down, 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 down towards the tailbone. Lift the elbows up, but the hands reach in towards the spine, and the fingers press, lengthen down towards the ground. Lengthen the tailbone. Slightly lift the sternum. And we release it. All right. And let's do our cow arms again one more time. So lift the right arm up, and this time we're just going to reach that right hand down, and left hand goes back. And if you can, walk those fingers up and clasp your fingers together like this behind your back. If you can't get there, that's okay. You're just going for that same opening across the shoulders. And breathe into it. And release. Shake out the arms, other side. Left arm goes up, hand down, reach back with the right. Grab up as high as you can. If you can get to where you can grab your fingers together behind the back, go for it. Otherwise, just that stretch and the reaching those fingers towards each other will be fine. And release. Let's bring our hands one more time to prayer. Reach them down. Lift the elbows up, elbows in, hands down. And release it. All right, so I'm going to turn my mat so you can see me, and we could try this together. I'll give you some options if you don't want to go all the way into it. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we'll work ourselves into it. All right, so if you have a block, it might be nice to keep the block between your legs, but that's not necessary. I'm going to show you what upward bow looks like, then we're going to do some warming up into it. So eventually when I say go up to into it, you have the option to go, or you have the option to not go all the way up. If you're going into it, hands go back right above the shoulders. So my fingers are facing in towards my shoulders. Shoulders are down. I'm going to set up my low back. So really think about that whole concept is where we lengthen the tailbone. All right, and take an inhale to prepare. And then exhale, we push all the way up into bow, full bow. Chin to chest, and you come down. All right, so let's prepare ourselves for that. If you have the block, put it between your legs, arms by the side. Push up into a bridge. Walk your shoulder blades together. If you get to a point where you can lace the fingers underneath your back, do that. Push your upper arms down into the mat and lift your breastbone up towards your chin. Relax the bones. So this would be a totally fine back bend and option instead of going into the full upward facing bow. Keep pressing your upper arm bones down. Keep lifting the breastbone up. Keep relaxing the bones. And release the hands. Walk the shoulder blades apart. Roll down the spine. And just rest the spine just for a moment. Couple breaths here. All right, so if you want to go into the full upward facing bow with your hands back here, I'll go ahead and cue that. You're welcome to stay up to in it as long as you would like. Otherwise, you're going to do the exact same bridge that we just did. Bring your feet hip bone distance apart. If you have a block, squeeze the block. If you don't, pretend that you do so that you're hugging the inner thighs towards each other. Lengthen your tailbone. All right, bring the hands all the way by the shoulders. Shoulders are down. Take an inhale to prepare. And an exhale, pressing all the way up. And breathe into it. Chin to chest, and come all the way down. And just rest the spine once you're down. All right, if you've had the block, let go of the block. Pull the knees into the chest and do a couple knee circles. Other way. And inhale, roll back. Exhale, come up to a seated position. We're going to go ahead and settle into a 5-minute Shavasana. So I will have you lay down, all the way down. Laying down comfortably, rolling your shoulders back, letting the legs go long and just drop open to the sides. And taking a few deep breaths. Settling into your natural breath. I want you to stay in your Shavasana. So stay laying down, settling, dropping down into your natural breath. As you stay laying, I'm going to come to a seated position, but I want you to remain in Shavasana, laying down. And soften your gaze or close your eyes, whatever's comfortable for you. Take a nice big, deep, full breath. And opening your mouth, exhale strongly through the mouth. Another inhale through the nose. And a loud, audible exhale. And settle into your natural breath. So in your Shavasana, I want you to relax the muscles around your eyes. So the muscles around the orbits of your eyes. And relax the muscles along your forehead and along your temples. Relax the muscles along your cheekbones. Soften. Soften your jaw. Part your teeth a little bit and soften the tongue, almost like it's floating. Soften the chest. And just feel that relaxation, just slowly oozing down your body, down through your torso, down into the legs, through your front of your thighs, past your knees, down your bottom of the leg, into your feet, with your toes relaxing. And feel this settling, this grounding of your bones just dropping down into the earth, having the earth just support you, to hold you here in the spinal resting pose. And on your next 3 exhales, find something else on your physical body, something else to relax, something to release or let go of. I want you to find one thing on an energetic level that you could let go of. So what that could mean is maybe fear or frustration or tension or anger or irritability, stress. Something on that emotional, energetic level that you could recognize and just in this moment taking the opportunity to release it, to let go of it, to acknowledge it, thank it for serving the purpose that it served, and tell it that it can go now, just at least for the next few minutes. Release it, let it go. And take that last exhaling breath, settling into your Shavasana for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I will bring you up to a seated position and we will close. But for 5 minutes, you will settle into your final resting pose. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, waking your body back up. And when you're ready, bend your knees, bringing your heels close in towards your bottom. And gently roll over onto your right side, resting your head on your right arm. Taking a couple nice, big, deep breath, expanding breath through your back body. So almost breathing that prana, that life back into your body. On that inhale, bringing in prana, life force, and on the exhale, continuing to release and let go. And when you're ready, push down into your left hand, pull the belly in, and sit up nice and tall, whatever's comfortable for you. Closing your eyes, bringing your hands to heart. Just taking a moment to reflect on your practice. Give yourself some acknowledgement, a nudge of encouragement or gratitude for showing up to your practice today, showing up to your mat, for being present and giving your body this time of movement and equanimity. Take one last big deep inhale. Exhale, bow your head.